Welcome to Specific Love. One of our bathroom doors has a hole in the bottom where the stopper hit it just a little bit too hard. And now it hits our closet door. So for this video, I'm going to show you how to fix the hole in a hollow door. Let's begin. The first step of working on a door is to get it level. And that means you have to take it off the hinges. Fortunately for most interior doors, if it's anything like this, it's just a simple pin to remove, and you lift the door off and you take it where you need to work on. Now with most interior doors, it is just a hollow frame, a hollow shell on the outside, so the door is not very thick. So what we're going to do first is take a knife, maybe a screwdriver, and even some pliers, and you want to carefully go around the hole that's in the door and remove any excess that is there so it's a nice clean surface to work with. Also make sure that the surface of the wood that is showing has not been ripped out on the inside. For example, I can just push real lightly here and it just penetrates down into the inside. That's because part of the inside wood has folded in on itself. So you want to take your knife, go back over that, trim that out, and make sure whatever wood that is here still has some strength. Now that we have the crack cleaned out, I'm going to use some cardboard. I'm going to cut it to about the thickness of the door, and we're going to try and insert it through the hole to create kind of a border, a little wall on the inside, so that it's ready for the next ingredient. Now once you get the cardboard inside, you're probably going to have to play with it just a little bit. You want to make sure it is not completely visible from the hole, because you want to fill in the hole, not the cardboard. Now to fill in the hole, I'm going to be using some low-rise expanding foam. This stuff goes a long ways, so all you need is a small bit in the hole. If you use too much, it could easily crack the door worse, possibly even not let you put it back on the frame correctly. So be careful if you're going to use this. And as you can see here, the foam is quickly expanding. It's already outside of the door, but we need to give it a few hours to make sure it is fully cured. And to help this foam from getting on the outside of this door, I just put a small layer of tape just around the outside. And now that it's been a few hours, the foam has fully cured and we can cut the excess off. And as you can see here, there is a slight depression in the foam, but that is okay. We'll be filling that in. Now there's a little bit of foam still sticking up over here. We need to remove that so it'll be nice and flush, or actually just below flush of the door. Now to fill it in the rest of the way, I'm going to use some of this plastic wood filler, and it's supposed to be crack and shrink resistant. So let's put it on. We want to make sure this filler gets nice and into that foam so that it creates a nice hard surface. It's always good to put a little bit extra on the top of this so that once it goes through the sanding process, it'll be nice and smooth. Now once you've given it a couple hours to dry, it's a good idea to take some real fine grit sandpaper and gently go over it so that way it'll be nice and smooth for your paint or stain. But I'm going to take it to the next level. I'm actually going to be adding a wall guard. Normally this would go on the wall and protect the wall from, say, the handle from the door. But because of the two boys and myself, we can tend to be a little rough on things. So I'm going to put this on the back of the door right over where the hole used to be. And that way it's just added protection. So as the doorstop hits it, there's very little chance it will ever penetrate this door again. And now that the door is fixed, all you got to do is replace it back in the hinges, add your pin, and you should be good to go. I have some other videos right over here you might want to check out. Otherwise, have fun fixing. You can add more later, but you don't want to add too much booger. Fill in some of the interior of that door so that when we fill it in, fill it in twice, it's stupid. A little tiny bit, because it is will